Good afternoon. We're going to have a very warm day ahead of us with 90 in Sioux Falls, 87 in Aberdeen and Pierre, 78 in Rapid City with a chance of afternoon and evening thunderstorms that will continue into the overnight hours with a low of 64 Sioux Falls, 60 Aberdeen, 62 in Pierre, and 58 in Rapid City. I'll take a closer look at your upcoming weekend, including the 4th of July, in just a little bit as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, Midday in KELOLAND.
A Sioux Falls business is teaching teenagers about cuisine from around the world. Why the teens are doing this special camp coming up.
The Supreme Court strikes down affirmative action in college admissions. I'm Natalie Brand with the decision and what it means for universities moving forward.
Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. We're going to continue to monitor President Biden's remarks on the Supreme Court's decision to strike down affirmative action for colleges. Dakotans for Health has filed more court documents in its latest lawsuit against Lawrence County. This time, the group is hoping to extend a temporary restraining order against the county's petition policy for another 2 weeks. Dakotans for Health is suing the western South Dakota county, saying its policy for designated areas to collect petition on signatures is unconstitutional. Now, if this all sounds familiar, there was a similar situation in Minnehaha County, where commissioners also voted to limit where petitioners can gather signatures. In that case, the judge ruled in favor of Dakotans for Health and wouldn't let the rules take effect. A Long Lake, South Dakota man has been identified as the person who died last Friday afternoon in a two-vehicle crash south of Frederick. The Highway Patrol says 85-year-old Willard Goschel was driving on U.S. Highway 281 when he tried to take a left turn onto Highway 10. He collided head-on with 40-year-old Chad Muckey of North Dakota in a pickup. The two vehicles slid into the ditch. Goschel died from injuries he sustained in the crash. Muckey had serious non-life-threatening injuries. Schools on South Dakota's reservations will have increased access for behavioral health and wellness programs. The Department of the Interior announced the Bureau of Indian Education award an additional 5-year contract for that access. Services include telebehavioral health counseling focused on providing short-term, solution-focused, and culturally sensitive virtual counseling, a specific 24/7 crisis hotline, and on-site crisis support. There is now a fund set up to help the people in Spearfish impacted by recent flash flooding. You can make a donation to the Spearfish Flood Relief 2023 Fund through the Spearfish Community Foundation. You can make a check out to SD Community Foundation and mail it to the Spearfish Community Foundation. You can also drop off donations at Spearfish City Hall. Turning to weather, looks like a warm one and a sunny one out there. Good news on both counts. Let's check in with our friend Megan, who has the details.
Well, it is sunny and warm, at least right now in Sioux Falls, 88 degrees with blue skies. West winds are at 5 miles an hour. If we head around our region, 74 in Rapid City, plenty of sunshine there as well. North winds are at 10 this afternoon. Here is a look at our current temperatures. We have 84 in Yankton and Aberdeen, 81 in Pierre, and 71 in Custer. Our winds are staying light, up to 10 miles an hour out of the west mainly. And if we take a look at satellite, hardly any clouds. A few are starting to pop up over the Black Hills this afternoon, which could lead to some thunderstorms later on this afternoon. So for today, a high of 90 in Sioux Falls, 87 in Aberdeen, 87 in Pierre, and 78 with that chance of afternoon and evening thunderstorms in Rapid City. For this afternoon into this evening, we do have a marginal risk of severe weather in the southwest corner of South Dakota in that area in green. Our main threats are going to be hail and strong winds. So for tonight, those will try to move through southeastern KELOLAND. 64 are low in Sioux Falls, 60 in Aberdeen, 62 in Pierre, and 58 in Rapid City with that chance of thunderstorms. And then for the day tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, 86 in Sioux Falls, 85 in Aberdeen, 87 in Pierre, and 78 in Rapid City. will try to bring another round of rain and thunder showers through the area as we head through Friday and again on Saturday with a chance of rain showers in Sioux Falls with a high of 85, 87 in Aberdeen, 91 with a few rain showers possible in Pierre, and 81 with mostly sunny skies in Rapid City. I'll take a closer look at your upcoming weekend in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. Deadly heat and unhealthy air are affecting about a third of the country's population. The heat has killed at least 14 people so far, and the smoke is blanketing big cities from the Midwest to the East Coast. Bradley Blackburn reports from New York.
Seconds after delivering a pile of packages to a home in Cypress, Texas, this Amazon delivery driver nearly collapsed from excessive heat exhaustion. Wednesday, parts of Texas were hotter than 99% of the planet. In Dallas, the temperature inside Norman Grant's home climbed past 104 degrees before a donated air conditioner could be installed.
Sweating like crazy.
More than 62 million Americans are now under excessive heat watches, warnings, and advisories, trapped inside a heat dome covering the southeast. Roddy Fonstock spends his days on roofs in New Orleans installing commercial air conditioners.
It's hot enough to feel the soles of my shoes hot. Undershirt, 15 minutes, it's gone.
The Midwest and Northeast are not faring much better. Smoke from ongoing Canadian wildfires is blanketing big cities like Washington, D.C., Chicago, Pittsburgh, and Buffalo, New York. All of New York State is now under an air quality alert. And here in New York City, forecasters expect the smoke to be a problem on and off for several weeks. Residents are being urged to stay inside as much as possible and wear masks when they go out.
My eyes have been watering, my throat has been sore, I've been coughing.
And weather woes have stretched westward. This weekend, California is forecast for its first major heat wave of the year. And the National Weather Service is warning that dry, hot, windy conditions could lead to dangerous fires in the Southwest. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Amazon says the driver who experienced a heat episode did not require emergency help and is feeling better. A Sioux Falls business is teaching teenagers about cuisine from around the world. The kids are learning tips and techniques during a teen camp at Plum's Cooking Company. After preparing dishes from Latin America, Europe, and Asia earlier this week, today they close camp with a day of sushi.
If you actually break it down into the simpler parts, it's not as hard as most people think. Sometimes it just takes the tools and like getting yourself set up in the foundational sort of like we need rice, we need sauce, and then we need some sort of filling, and that's pretty much it at its most basic. You can obviously expand and make it a lot more elaborate than that if you want to.
We'll hear from one of the students about why they're participating in the camp tonight on KELOLAND News. After a bad car crash almost 10 years ago, a local outdoorsman is making sure more people with disabilities have the chance to get outside and enjoy hunting and fishing. Dylan Leslie-Young started the Wheelchair Adventures as a social media page about 6 years ago, and it officially became a nonprofit this year. His main goal is to help encourage people in the same boat as him to get outdoors.
They had no one to help them get outdoors or to find the resources or to volunteer to even take them out on a hunt or other things like that. So that's where I feel very fortunate that I have those people in my lives, and I wanted to be able to share that with other people, make sure that they could get outdoors too.
Coming up in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Carter Schmidt tells us more about Leslie Young's nonprofit and what he hopes for the future.